Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Life with Timmy D. And in today's quick video, I'm going to do a screencast, I guess is what we'll call it, and just show you the comparison of the GPS quality between the Garmin Edge 830, the GoPro 8, my Android phone, and what is being compared to is the Emlid RS2. So I do drone mapping, and I have some survey grade receivers that I use for doing surveying ground control points when you're doing drone mapping. So anyway, let's get into it. Let me pause this just for a second. And what we're looking at across the top here is this is the elevation data from the Emlid RS2. So when you have survey equipment, you will do what is called post-processing. So we'll take the data that is recorded and then we'll go and process that against another base unit, what is called a cores unit. And that really helps tighten up your accuracy. So for the purpose of this test, this is going to be what we're going to use as our baseline and what we're going to compare to, because the accuracy on it is going to be quite well. And the purple line we see here is the Android phone. So I'll talk about that in just a minute. We're going to turn that off. And the first one I'll bring up is the Garmin Edge 830. And so I'm going to turn that on. And man, you're just going to see here that it's quite well. I mean, there's no post-processing. It is just, it's good data. And so what I had to do was, let me pause this one more time. I had to really work to try to get and you can see these two dots. They're not exact. They're close. Oops. Now that one I got to turn back off. Okay. They are not perfectly matched up, but I did the best I could to get them close. And so what I'm using here is software called telemetry overlay. So anybody that wants to take any footage, it doesn't have to be from a GoPro, it could be from any camera, and then you take telemetry data that you may have collected, whether it's with your phone or on your Garmin Edge or on another camera, and you can still sync that up and overlay data. So over here on the left, I've got the map route that I was going. You see my miles per hour down here, and then up here is the vertical or the elevation data. Now, when you have any consumer grade GPS device, and for sure commercial grade, doing your XY, so the data that you get to lay out your route is really done very well, even on a consumer level. But where you will see discrepancy and see data that's maybe not so good is on the elevation data, right? And so when people are doing overlays, a lot of time the elevation map is overlaid on the video. You'll have a slope chart there showing the percentage of slope that you're on. Well, if your elevation data is not good, then guess what? You've got erroneous data being shown with your video, and it's not going to match. But when you look at this Garmin Edge 830, that's really good. I mean, just going across here, I'm going to just kind of scrub across here. They're not exact, but what we're really looking for is consistency. And in a lot of cases, they're very close, within 4 or 5 feet. And some of the issue is that I do not have the dots lined up precisely. That was a little bit hard to do, but I have it very close. And so I'm going to turn off the Garmin Edge, and let's go down. Let's turn on the Hero 8. It is a little less consistent than the Garmin Edge was, but it's still very good. As I move across here, it is consistently moving up and down with what I call the standard path of the Emlid RS2. And it's good, but we're seeing less consistency with that Hero 8 than I was with the Garmin Edge 830. But all in all, it's still very good. Now, let's turn, actually I don't have, well yeah, I'll turn that off. And let's go back and turn the Android phone. I have a Google Pixel 2 XL, and so all of these were laying across the bed of my truck. I'll see if I can throw up some video that's kind of showed, hey, this is what I did. And then the front, of course, I had the Hero 8 up front, but a Hero 8 and the other devices laying across the bed of my truck. The phone was just kind of erratic. Now, it still very closely follows the path, and I probably need to, I could move that over just a hair to match up. Let's get that up into the black. So this high point and that high point, we're here and here, but there are still a lot of inconsistencies. And if I take this, I had to turn smoothing on. So if you turn off smoothing, you've got all kind of up and down, a lot of noise in the GPS data. And man, that's not a good elevation overlay. Nobody want to see that. Now I came in here and I turned the smoothing on. I mean, you could just smooth it out all over. That's no good. But I had it set to about 4, a level of 4. And so you can see on this upward trend here, let's scrub back, right? Okay. This is, I mean, and on this road, this is just a long, steady. You can see the video here. So here, I'm just going to hit play. And you see that on this road, it is just a smooth, steady incline, which is exactly what this shows. Well, this right here is showing up and down, up and down. And there is no up and down. And so you just have inconsistent data. So the Android phone that I have, the Google Pixel 2 XL, no good for collecting elevation data. What I'm going to do is take some folks in my family have the Apple phone, so I want to get some iPhones, different models, and compare that. Man, I'd love to throw an Apple Watch, get a Garmin watch, put it back there, and just drive around and compare data from some different phones and see if the quality improves. But the Android phone I have for doing this, I mean, it would give you data, and yeah, I guess I could smooth it out. Let's drag this over. I'm going to kind of keep smoothing here, but again, you've lost some of the accuracy of right here. This is, I smoothed it out, but it's not accurate. Okay. It's somewhat following the line, but it's not a good accurate measurement for doing overlays. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Man, I give the GoPro and the Garmin Edge 830 2 thumbs up for their accuracy. Let's turn that off. So again, one more time, looking at the Garmin Edge 830, bow, right there. That's very tight, very consistent. Turn that off, and then let me turn the Hero 8 back on. Right there. A little less consistent, but still very good. And where you saw some kind of goofiness is right here when I pull in to stopped and was parked. So let me, matter of fact, I'll scrub all the way through. So I pulled in my driveway, and I was just sitting there for a while before I got out and was able to turn everything off. And so there was kind of some little goofiness right there, and then even starting out, excuse me, starting out a little bit of inconsistency, and then once I got moving, it's as if, yep, it just picked right up and everything was good. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos on cycling and just bike computers, even showing, I'm going to go and do another much more detailed video that shows how I did this, because I'm going to show you how I had to go in and trim off the telemetry data. So if you're interested and want to know how I did this, well, then I'll have another video in the next week or so, and I'll go into the details of how I did it. If all you wanted to see was, is the data good? Well, there you go. You have your answer, and I hope it's been helpful. Subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. It's a brand new channel, hoping to grow it, and you can help me do that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.